1日、デモの一部が暴徒化して国連施設を襲撃し、BBC はこれまでに12人が死亡したと伝えています。デモは先月、アメリカの牧師がイスラム教の聖典コーランを燃やしたとの報道を受けて行われていたものですが、この牧師は自分がコーランを燃やさなくても彼らはデモを行っただろうと語っているということです。その他、リビアで1日、反政府勢力のリーダーの一人とみられる元内務大臣が前線を訪れて英雄扱いを受けたというニュースと合わせて BBC をご覧ください。
Good evening. At least 12 people, including 7 United Nations staff, have been killed in an attack in Mazar-e-Sharif in northern Afghanistan. A battle raged around the UN compound for several hours in protest at the burning of the Quran by 2 pastors in the United States. 2 of the UN staff were beheaded. Afghan police and army were apparently unable to control the mob. The Secretary-General of the UN, Ban Ki-moon, has condemned the attack in the strongest terms. Our correspondent Paul Wood reports from Kabul.
After Friday prayers, there were protests in many Afghan cities. In Mazar-e-Sharif, a rumour swept the crowd that hundreds of Qurans had been destroyed, not just one. Death to America, they shout. Death to the Jews and the infidels, says this man. The Afghan police tried to keep the crowd back from the UN headquarters. They failed. The outer wall was breached. The UN staff inside hunted down. Some were shot, some stabbed. 2 were beheaded, it's claimed. Afghans were killed too. They blamed the UN guards, though witnesses said the UN did not fire first.
This was an outrageous and cowardly attack against the UN staff, which cannot be justified under any circumstances.
This was the scene before the Quran was burned in a US church. The controversial pastor Terry Jones is holding a mock trial of the holy book.
And the Quran was found guilty.
We're not going to show what happens next, but moments later, the Quran is set alight. Pastor Jones insists that act did not provoke the violence in Afghanistan.
We are absolutely not responsible. No, we are not responsible for their actions. That is an excuse. If they did not use the Quran burning as an excuse, they would have a different excuse.
Some say the Taliban was behind all this. Mazar-e-Sharif is supposed to be one of the first places to transfer to Afghan security control. Still, the police couldn't protect the UN there today. Mazar-e-Sharif was always thought of as one of the safest places in Afghanistan. The governor there blames the Taliban, but this may be less about the insurgency and more about how the issue of Quran burning inflames passions in this deeply conservative, deeply religious country. Paul Wood, BBC News, Kabul.